So this is a quick breakdown in GBP, JPY. So we had a wonderful trade setup in GBP, JPY, long opportunities. Last week, we took a long opportunities from around here since structure has been maintained to the upside. So we're going to see the same continuation to the upside since market structure has still been maintained. So when you look at the daily time frame, you're seeing from previous week, you're seeing GBP, JPY has been in this continuous creation of high highs and low, which is market structure maintaining for the upside. Then when you look at the current price action here, seeing price created a high, low. Then we had this pullback. This was our opportunity last week for the upside. And what are we expecting this week? So we see price after price went and created a new high, came all the way and test this liquidity level. Then we're seeing price is kind of like very choppy around here, rejecting around this area. So there's high liquidity around here in the daily time frame. And when you look at the EMAs, you're seeing price is currently respecting perfectly the 8 and the 7 and the 14 EMAs. So market structure is still bullish. And when you look at the daily time frame, we're seeing this is the daily high low structure. So we had high low, still maintaining this high. Then we finally broke to the upside, right? So this is a key area to have an eye on because price rejected here, acted as support here, rejected here, and also acted as support. So very key structure here. And when you look at the 4-hour time frame, you're seeing after price came and accumulated some liquidity around here, we see went to the upside, retested here 1, 2, then we had a big rally to the upside, then creating a new all-time high, right? After breaking this previous high and this high. So after that, we see a big suction to the downside, grabbing more liquidity, then price pushing to create another high. So what are we expecting this coming week? What I'm expecting is since this is a key area of liquidity, price not only came two times, we could expect price. This could be our next. If price breaks this mini support area here, then we could see a sanction to the downside to grab more liquidity before pushing the market towards an upside. But if when you look at the 1-hour time frame, since structure and the 1-hour time frame is in after price tested 1, 2, then went to the upside, creating a new high, then we had a complete retest, then there was kind of like a resistance, then grabbed liquidity around here, then went to the upside. We could see price at least pull back around this level here. If it fails, then we could see either coming and grabbing liquidity here before continuing to the upside. So I'll be looking around these zones, for a push to the upside. This is a quick breakdown in Euro USD. Last week we had a wonderful setup for long opportunities. So this coming week, we're going to be seeing maybe a slight pullback in Euro USD before a continuation to the upside, and I'll explain the reason why we're going to see a continuation to the upside. So when you break this down to the weekly time frame, you're seeing the same pattern that's appearing on the left side here is the same pattern that appeared around here. So we see a long move to the upside, then we see an accumulation phase here for a period of time, then we see it broke up to the upside. So that phase is similar to this phase here. So I'm seeing a big push to the upside and accumulation phase, then we're seeing a big move to the upside, right? So we could see a slight pullback as how it happened around here, then we could see a continuation to the upside. So that's what I'm expecting here. So when you look at the weekly prices above the MA, so we're going to see a continuation to the upside. Break it down to the daily, price is still maintaining structure, creating high highs, high lows. Then we created a new high. So we're expecting a pullback. When you pull up your fibs from this low, this high, we're expecting price to pull back a little bit towards at least 38.2 or 50% Fibonacci retracement. So I've seen prices above the EMAs. We could see a slight pullback for price to come in to touch the EMAs before continuing the upside. So when you look at the H4, you're seeing structure from here is still being maintained, getting high highs, high lows. But here we don't have a significant market structure. So we're going to wait for at least a nice pullback towards this level or this level, which is aligned. I'm looking mostly forward around this level, which is aligned with the 50% Fibonacci ratio. And I'll put something so that you could have a clear picture. So when you look at the volume profile on the right side, you're seeing, okay, price, there was a lot of point of control around here. We're seeing a lot of institutions are selling now. Then you're seeing a big push to the downside. We have a kind of like a support area around here. So on Monday, tomorrow, we could see price maybe at least pull back towards this point of control here or around here before looking for downward opportunities to the next P of C. So we could see maybe market could react towards this level here or around this level here, this next support area, because it's when you look at the fibs, it's aligned with the 38.2 and the 50. It's between that level. So we're going to be looking for long opportunities to the upside. So this is our setup for next week. Be looking for maybe potential move to the downside, then a continuation to the upside. A quick breakdown in US 30. So US 30 was a wonderful trade last week. We had a long opportunity to the upside. Market structure was broken here. Then we had this continuation, price creating high highs, high lows within this market pattern. So we had this wonderful opportunity. So what when you're looking next week, as we know, like I won't be breaking down from so let's have a quick look. So on the daily time frame, we're seeing market structure was broken, price went and created a new all-time high. Then we're seeing prices just forming this bullish peanut pattern, right? So we're seeing a squeeze here. Price is maintaining the high while lower high is being created. So we're seeing prices creating lower. Uh, the same high is being maintained, then creation of this lower highs here and lower high here and lower high here. And the key thing when you look at this lower highs, you see the volume here indicates we're having a huge spike in volume. Then we're seeing buying pressure towards the upside, right? Then the same happens here. We're seeing huge spike in volume move to the upside, right? What does this show? It shows like every time we have this huge spike in volume, meaning buying pressure, the retracement becomes lower and lower and lower. So you see like here the spike in volume here, this retracement here was less than this one. So we're seeing this. That's why price is creating this high lows, high lows, high lows. So the key thing here, we clearly broke this kind of structure here, this double bottom formation. Prices went to the upside. So what could we expect next week? We would see price either come in and test this liquidity level, which is the neckline, and possibly continuing to the upside and finally breaking out of this peanut pattern. So when you look at the H1 time frame, you're seeing here W formation, price came and test the W formation here, which is the double bottom. Then we see price creating another double bottom here. Then you see price breaking out of this W formation. So that's the thing. Normally price come and test this neckline. So what are we expecting? We're expecting a slight pullback, maybe to around this zone here, which is the neckline, high liquidity level, because you see in price respecting here, rejecting, and kind of accumulation phase here before having this momentum to the upside, where you could see price right here tested the zone, then continue to the upside. So we could see price finally coming here, and the level which I'll be having an eye on in case if we won't be having if it continue pushing down is around here, because price rejected, broke to the upside, came and test, then we had this big move to the upside. So finally maybe around somewhere around this zone here before looking for a continuation for the upside. So this is going to be my setup. Have a check on Euro NZD. So when I break it down from the monthly time frame. So when you look at the monthly time frame, you're seeing Euro NZD has this massive strength to the upside since 2017 to the beginning of 2020. Then we had this massive meltdown to the downside. And when you look clearly on the left side, we're seeing we had a clear rejection zone around here. So you're seeing price rejected here, did a fake out to the upside. Then we're seeing price came and tested support here. Then we see this failure here. So we're seeing a lot of sellers coming in the market and pushing market towards the downside, right? So I've seen a huge pin bar with this big red candle to the downside, right? Then we're seeing EMA crossover, so it indicates we are now transitioning towards continuation to the downside. This is the monthly time frame. So we're 5 days in this candle. So this is the monthly candle. So we're 5 days in. So we can't expect, okay, we could see a slight pullback after breaking this structure here. So we broke this resistance support area here. Now we're going to either test this support area as resistance before continuing to the downside. So this is based on the monthly analysis. Then when you break it down to the weekly, we're seeing a lot of selling volumes to the market, because we're seeing price was acting as support around here, then we're seeing rejection, then price melt down to the downside. And when while price was melting down toward the downside, we're seeing this key support area here was broken, then we're seeing price went down and created another low, then we're seeing kind of like a market exhaustion of sellers, then we're saying now price is trying to retrace so that it could grab more liquidity before continuing to the downside. So when you move it to the daily, in order to now identify how much the market is going to pull back, because market cannot just move in one direction, we gotta identify how much is it going to retrace. So we're going to use the Fibonacci tool. We're going to draw from the low to the high. Then mostly the Fibonacci ratio key levels is the 38.2, 50%, and 61.8. These are the golden Fibonacci ratio, where the price will either come to these levels and reject, which acts as a resistance. Then we could see a continuation to downside, right? But when I look at this daily candle, which closed on Friday, we're seeing consecutively from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're seeing price was pushing up, but we're seeing a lot of exhaustion. Price was pushing up, but we're seeing a lot of buying exhaustion. Price is pulling up, pushing up, but you're seeing a lot of buying exhaustion. So what does this indicate? It indicates maybe probably on Monday we could see probably the same pattern happen here, but we could see a price move to the downside. Why? Because when you look closely around here, we're seeing we're having a nice area of support, which you see price after the support break did a fake out to the downside, then price is now above this support area. So we could probably see a nice retest of this liquidity level, which I say liquidity because we see a price push the downside and aggressive buying. So the same thing, we're gonna see a price push the downside before either continuation to the next resistance level. And I'm looking at this supply zone here as a key area, this supply level. So I'll indicate it as red. So then you break it down to daily. We're seeing, okay, we're seeing prices rejecting, acting as support here, meltdown. Price is now above this support area. What are we expecting? We're expecting price to come down, right, before continuing to this level, which is aligned with the 38.2, which is the Fibonacci ratio for retracement, right? So if price so before looking at this rejection level, we need to see price fast pullback, because we're seeing a lot of exhaustion in the daily. So the area that I'm going to keep an eye on is either around this level, which is a key daily liquidity level, or around this accumulation phase here. So I'll just draw a mini, kind of like a mini support area here, because this is based on volume profile. This is called the point of control. So this is where a lot of institutions are adding their long positions to push the market towards the upside. And when you look at the code data, the commitment of traders, you're seeing a lot of institutions are adding a lot of buying. They're buying the euro against the NZD. So it means uh, we're going to see a slight pullback trying to fake out the retail traders before pushing market to the upside. So euro is super bullish. So we're going to and also NZD is also super bullish. So we could see this retracement, slight retracement of NZD here, because NZD is bullish based on the cut data. Then we're seeing aggressive buying towards this level here. So nice opportunities towards this level. So you'll be looking at the 1 hour time frame to see either like we need to see clear rejections here, price respecting this support area. If it fails, then we'll be looking at this daily area before continuation to the upside. So that's my estimate, and I hope you guys love it. Ciao.